Sorry, it's me.
It's all of us.
Some motherfucker called Miracleman keeps blowing my asshole up.
Uh-oh.
His plane's probably going down.
No, we want to wish Miracleman the best. I'm glad I didn't call him by his real name. And hey, guess what, everybody? It's Friday, you bastards.
The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans, tonight you are seen, heard, recognized. Because comics are for everyone. Live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world, this is the Not Near Mint Show.
Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. It's Friday. It's the end of the week, and I'm so glad to see you all tonight. So Miracleman is on a plane. We want to wish him the best. Hi, and if you're watching from wherever you are right now, I hope you're being able to pick up lots of great books.
No, fuck you, Miracleman.
That too.
Fuck you.
Whoa.
Well, I guess the not using profanities for the first 8 minutes is right out the fucking window tonight.
Fuck that.
Point, counterpoint.
Do you need to get your channel banned quickly? Have me as a guest. I'm Lady Fantastic.
Clear. I mean, I watched a guy that is usually kind of on the cusp of riding the line on following the rules. And yeah, I watched him for about 8 minutes one day and they yanked him off. And then the next day it was 6 minutes and they yanked him off.
Who got yanked off?
Some guy I'll tell you about later. It's somebody that I don't want to promote live on the air.
Was he saying bad words or something?
No, he was saying along the lines of, well, when I'm talking what I'm talking about, when the government starts to talk about that and take control of the narrative, I don't know what's going to happen to me. And then we knew what's going to happen. They took him off the air on YouTube.
Oh, God. Maybe Alex Jones or something.
No. It's somebody that talks about the sun and how the poles might flip. And they could. We don't know because, it's broad science and a science that I don't know about because guess what?
It wasn't David Icke, was it?
No.
Or whatever.
I'll drop it in the private chat in a few minutes.
Hey, you're going to drive me crazy now. I got to know.
I'm so lost. Like, I think we
Good.
just lost the weatherman.
Welcome to where I have been.
Yeah.
For the last 2025.
That guy, I just put it in the private chat. Not anybody really knows. He's well known in certain communities. Yeah, it's like he's Bob Lob at law. Bob Lob.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blog.
I mean, speaking of Bob Lob at law, this week I've had 3 days of trial, a day going to Key West, and I just finished up a 7-hour deposition that ended around 8:00 tonight. And somehow I'm ready for tonight. Not only that, I was exhausted all the way up until about Michael joining us, and now I've come alive. Hey, guess what, everybody? It's to the sound of the music, and it's also to the sign of the top 10 comics of this week.
Woohoo! Us.
So here's the thing. I was watching the other night on Jig's Kingdom and some of the other people afterwards when they're talking about people doing top 10s, and it's tired, and I get it. I wouldn't want to see the exact same top 10 from every single person, especially when it's the same top 10 list. So I try and do things a little bit differently. My top 10 is based off of all my comics. And I keep having 27,000. I got to update that because at last check, it was about 28,156. Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. So I have it in CLZ. I have it linked up with CovrPrice, and I hit the value update button. Hey, Great Legend. Hey, Old Wolf, Tony. And Tacoma is also in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. So after I hit that value update button, it spits out a list, and it's based off of one sale, at least, whether it's Heritage, whether it's eBay, or just as Michael's showing you up there. And it spits out that list, and this is what it looks like. So here we go. These are the bottom 5 books to fall off the damn market. So I'll change over here and let's see what we got.
This motherfucker.
Yeah. So this one here, a buddy of mine, he's been on the show a little bit earlier. Jared got this exact same book for $6 earlier this week, which is kind of funny because the book that he paid only $6 for is now on the list. This is the second appearance of the Losers, and the Losers, these are well-known people in the war atmosphere in comics. You have Johnny Cloud, so Lady's got it about right there. There are people that nobody really knows as much anymore. It ceased publication back in the early 80s, but they made a movie of it, but it was based on a different comic.
Dutch right there.
Hey, Brady's out.
Shit. I'm such a loser.
Have you ever this thing here dropped this
L7
week?
weenie?
What?
L7. Don't be an L7 weenie. Because that means you're
I lived in the 90s. We put that on our forehead in the shape of a forehead. I can't do the song. My brain is like fading, man.
In the shape of an L on her forehead.
You can't see Lady. Here, I'll switch out for Michael.
Retroverse is here.
Oh, damn.
Oh, hey, Retro Shiloh. Lady just subbed you up. Working on shout out list now.
Ew.
You're the best, Shiloh. All right, so this book here, it came out in 1970 in an 8.0 raw, $6. It is down $94. This is one of the big drops this week.
Okay.
Wow, what a loser.
Buy it now.
I mean, I got this as part of a collection from my buddy Bill in Colorado, and I'm still happy to have it. I don't mind.
Our Fighting Forces, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's number 1, ain't it? No, that's
this is a number 57, Brave and the Bold, and First Metamorpho. This has been in the top 10 a lot, but
is it number 57?
Yeah, 57. At least hope so. That's what I purchased initially on eBay a long time ago.
But what about? Oh, this is different. This is Showcase Presents. It's not Brave and the Bold. Because I was like, I think.
Yeah, that's Showcase.
I think. No, that's my stupid brain, though.
Yeah, it plays. I keep thinking Showcase and Brave and the Bold are probably the same series, and clearly they're not.
They're not.
Yeah. Well, this thing came out in 1964 in a 5.5 fine minus raw, $86. It is down 77. This was about 150 bucks a few weeks ago, but the Superman trailer comes out, which looks really good. Still, people are getting this for less because a lot of copies have come to market.
Dude, a Canadian pussy sighting.
My daughter is really excited about the Superman movie.
Oh, there's going to be something else on this list today that's going to figure into that.
Won't shut up about it.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Crypto. I can't wait to see more puppies, like the one I'm looking at right now.
That's not a puppy. Is it a puppy?
It's a giant puppy.
I thought it was a cat.
Maybe it's a cat. I can't tell.
It's like a pussy cat to me.
All I see is a bot. Okay, I'm seeing whiskers.
It's a pussy.
Doing a top 10 list, everything goes out the window when there's a cat.
Does it not have legs? Is it just like a two?
Does it have legs? Oh, it was a great question.
Do cats have 4 legs? Do cats only have 2 legs in Canada?
You're on the spot, Michael.
He's like, you people are so stupid. I can't stand you.
Oh man, I'm already loving the way the show's beginning.
Nothing.
All right. So yeah, this dropped. So here's the next one on the list. This one we used in the banner is First Appearance of Sunfire, and this Sunfire here in a very fine 8.0 raw. Somebody paid from 1967. Oh, we have another Michael. Add to the stage. I guess I'll remove the other one because I guess
another Michael. 2 of them. Oh my gosh, it's his variant. This is like 616.
I don't know which one to put on the screen. This one or this one?
Deal with this many Canadians. This one. You need to get rid of one of them. It's too much.
All right, I'm kicking one from the studio.
Remember that show Northern Exposure?
Yeah.
That's where we get too much of that shit.
You know why I think this book went down?
Why?
Because they realized Sunfire dies like really quickly, so why bother?
You know, I think why this went down is because nothing matters anymore.
No.
Oh, I mean, if we're getting existential, that is absolutely true. Because holy crap, I'm seeing grails going for. There was that Tim Holt first Ghost Rider.
I'm being a brat, bro. I'm in brat mode.
You're so bratty. You're putting LOLs in the chat.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. You can't change me. I can't be changed. This is what I do. I lollerblade. I'm just lolling around. I'm lollerblading.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, you guys are slightly angrier.
Ain't that the truth? I
Well,
mean, after watching
Rage is coming out of my nostrils.
Millennials are the same, except we don't punch as many holes in the wall.
Or the ozone.
Oh God, you guys just.
All right, so this one here, what? All right, so this first Sunfire here, yeah, it dropped. He dies. He's not on the team very often. He's really combative with the rest of the X-Men more often than not. He's appeared a lot in the 70s and he's not really much of a team player. But in any case, this thing dropped this week to $160, came out in 1967 and dropped $69. So if you're looking for him, you could probably find it. Yeah, he's mid. Nobody cares. Cool suit. The end. That's me. All right.
Yeah, fashion runway comments.
I mean, I wear this for work. You're not going to see me running around wearing this.
I think they meant Sunfire suit, but that's
Whatever.
Gotcha. I'm vain. I'm so vain. I think that lady was talking about me.
you probably think the song is about you.
Don't you?
Really?
Don't you?
Don't
you?
me. All right, so this iconic cover of Steve Ditko, it dropped this week. It came out in 1966 and then a 6.0, $104. So it dropped 57, but this is up, it's down. So when it's down, if you're looking for it, you can find it a little cheaper. Next up, I'm going to show you two of these versions here. You can tell me which is which. This is Origin of Cap, classic Kirby cover. I don't have two of them, but there is a reprint.
The one on the right is the reprint, like the one that is not.
The one that's not yellow?
Yes.
The one that's less yellow.
I was about to say, how can you easily tell?
The one that's bigger is not the reprint.
Clearly, yes. I didn't know that the first time I got it because I probably paid closer to the amount of a real one. Got it home and it's like 1990 something. What the fuck?
What the JC Penney is this?
Clear, God, yeah. Well, in any case, this thing came out in 1969 in a 7.0 raw, $103. It is down 37. So, yeah, if it looks like it's modern age, just check with an extra back and board or something, and you'll figure it out. Not that difficult. All right, so now these are the ones that went up. And this first one here, I'm going to show you a reason why I can't use OPP bags on anything that is newsstand. I had to learn this the hard way when Lady Fantastic and I were trying. Well, yeah, anything before 1992 that is newsprint, rather.
Okay, that makes
put
sense.
it in this, and it shrivels.
Wrinkles. That sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's.
I think I know I think it's the humidity down there. That's what I think it is.
That's absolutely what it is.
Because my OPP don't crinkle.
Well, my OPP will even crinkle on certain new indie books. And I don't know why. I think it's
with the Santos sisters. My OPP crinkles every time with Santos sisters.
Yeah, I had to put all of those inside of Mylar, even if it's not over $20, if something's going to crinkle, I'm just going to put it in My Light or Mylar.
You're probably right, because that's probably more like older materials, so that's why all your shit crinkles. But I still think it's humid as fuck down there.
Oh, it is. I mean,
case.
I'm going to try not to hold this too close over the comics, but I just put this up about maybe a little more than a week ago, and this is called Damp Rid. This thing is full
of charcoal
after a week. Water. It sucks the humidity out of the air, and it puts it in the bag as the liquid, so it gets that humidity out.
You can drink it later.
I wouldn't do that. Reason why I'd poison myself.
I have the same thing with Damp Rid.
That is Damp Rid.
Oh, but mine comes in a container, not in a bag.
Oh yeah, I've seen the container ones, but my problem is I have cats, and they will definitely knock those over onto comics, the floor,
Yeah.
and I'll slip
Nope.
and I'll die.
Nope. I got
Again.
it. I agree. You're right.
And remember, folks out there, there's something we talk about all the bloody time, and it's that rule number 1.
Don't be a dick.
Die.
Oh,
Oh, that's 2.
oh, sorry.
First one, we got to live till tomorrow to.
Right, fine. Don't die.
Okay, so I just had Michael here asking me what the names of everybody is here. And I also have a cat down here, so got to make sure that he doesn't try to knock everything down again. So going around, we have...
Lady has to name one first, then Ian,
Okay.
then me, then you.
What do I have to name?
Name
who
one
are
villain
these
from this
people?
cover. You get to go
Oh,
first.
shit. I'm going to say Mr. Mixelblick or whatever the hell.
That was going to be mine.
So screw you.
Mixie.
All right. I see one of the evil Green Lanterns down there.
What?
I think.
No.
They're evil
That's not
Green
Green
Lanterns. Who, the guy below the purple guy has orangish hair and he looks like a Green Lantern. But now that it's up close, I see he's wearing purple. So he's probably not. So I'll just say Lex Luthor.
Good. Okay. Mine, I'm going to go
What?
for the little known Terra Man with the cowboy hat, forgotten from history. Terra Man.
Not anymore. Ugh.
All right, well, here's Parasite. Who's that?
Well,
No, not again.
Kitty.
Not
Who
again.
wants to guess?
I don't know.
Lady
Kitty
Fantastic.
wants to find out.
You're
I
tapping
think
out
that's
already?
Brainiac down there next to
Okay.
the cowboy hat.
That's Brainiac,
Ian?
yes.
Is
Ian?
that Riddler maybe in the...
Nope.
Is that
I don't
the
know who
evil
that is.
cowboy?
With the
I'm
hair.
going to guess that's the original
Me too.
Toyman because I see the new Toyman. Well, new.
Nope.
They used them in Super Friends Toyman.
Nope.
Is that Martian Manhunter in the green?
Nope. Is Ian giving up? Is he tapped out? Did you tap
These
out?
are DC characters. That's Superman in the
I got
middle.
2 of them. That's good
And
enough for me.
Wixelplix is originally from Super Friends, so he's not really DC.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not a DC fan, so anything I like DC clearly is not DC. And
Okay,
so
I'll help
this-
out again. Ian taps out. That's the prankster off to the left. That's not the old toy man. He's called the
Oh, prankster. Okay.
Kryptonite Kid is the glowing guy.
Um,
And right
Who's
above him
that?
is that like an evil lantern?
That's Johnny Jim Jom. No, I don't know who he is. Sorry.
Well, we tried, folks. We tried.
You came
I
close.
mean-
Anybody in the chat wins $100 if you can. Paid by Rob.
I mean, we were doing our best, and well, that's just embarrassing.
it's just
So
not enough.
this issue of 299 Superman came out in 1976. All
Why does
this
all
is,
matter?
I mean, it doesn't. All it is just a rogues gallery cover. There's nothing key about this book, but it came up for some reason this week.
$5.
It was about a $5 book. Now it's $34. Somebody paid a little bit higher. It went up $25 this week. You could have
They
gotten
were
this for
stupid.
$5-10.
Let's find that person and make fun of them.
Set them on fire.
Ha
I really love the prankster.
Oh, I can't wait to see Lady's Batman book that puts mine to shame. All right, that was $2.99, and we already discussed that. Here we go. Silver Surfer #1. This in a G 2.0. Good, meaning my back cover is
that one go down?
hanging on by about this much. What happened?
Did that one go down?
Yeah, this one went up.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, good.
I mean, this thing
The
has been
Fantastic
going.
Four, I bet.
Yeah, it's been going down here and there, and it is the first appearance of Shala Ball, who apparently is the Silver Surfer in the new movie. And this thing here came out in 1968 in low grade, but it's complete. $229. It is up 56. So, I mean, you could probably get a better copy, especially for like $300, and it would be a lot more presentable. Now, this next one here has to do with the movie, and it was a promo, and it only just finally came out this week if you ordered milk bones for your doggies. Yes, the Superman A Friendship Unleashed, a promo for Milkbone came out where if you ordered it online, it was like a $5.99 box of Milkbone, and then you paid like $12 for shipping and handling. So altogether it was about $17, $18. And now people are paying online I mean, there was one high of almost $100 trying to sell it, but one person paid $70. It settled around $40, but it's up $62 because if you paid that initial $12, it kind of went up. So yeah, it came out this year, but it was packaged with the box. So a lot of these have little crinks here on the edges. Mine don't. Mine are good. But if you take a look at online and you're planning on buying it and spending way too much money, dude, just wait a couple weeks and it'll be down to like $10.
Did you see Bruce got five of them?
Whoa, both of you were talking. Lady, you go first.
Did you see Bruce got like 5 of them?
No.
It's just stupid. It was crazy.
Ian.
Sorry.
I have a prediction about that book. You will one day be showing that as one of the biggest drops in price.
I mean, the biggest price drops I've seen this year, sadly, has been for Marvel Spotlight 5, where that was one in like an 8.0, about a $2,000 book. You can get it for about $800 now. And my Fantastic Four single digits, some of those were $1,000 books. You can get them for $200, $300 now. I mean, I don't get comics sometimes, folks, but that's the market. Sometimes when the market's down, you can get stuff cheaper. And that's why I'm here to help you buy stuff, because sometimes you just don't know how much stuff is going for. Maybe it's a little higher, maybe it's a little lower. Like this next one. This is Amazing Spider-Man 86. It's the first time that Black Widow had the black skin tight uniform, and this thing came up this week in a 7.0 raw, fine, very fine, came out in 1970, $211. It is up 68. And the final one is Captain America 100, and the only explanation I could have for this is that July 4th is coming up and people like showing this online and getting it for their veteran family members or husbands or wives or what have you. So this thing came up this week in a also fine, very fine 7.0 raw, came out in 1966, $402. If you wait until after July 4th, it'll come back down again. It is up $123. And again, this list is intended to help collectors and readers determine if they should look for a particular book or series online or wait 6 weeks. And if it's still up, wait 6 months. And if it's still up after 6 months, just buy it because that price is not coming back down. And now back to the show.
Did we lose the show?
Well, some people might not be into the top 10. Some people only tune in for the top 10. Half of the people that watch this show aren't subscribed. So if you're willing, please hit that subscribe button. But if not, we do this every Friday, and I do shorts just about every day except for this week because of trial and my exhaustion. So who wants to start showing some books this week?
Tacoma.
How'd you know I was going to volunteer?
And it looks like Tacoma wins.
I could see the twinkle in his eye.
Look at that.
Stop it, Michael. Stop it.
What?
He was being an asshole.
All right. I got to go.
Being a Canadian.
Most of these are low grade, but I picked up another full set of ElfQuest from a shop near me. I traded a bunch of like surplus Star Wars cards that I didn't want, and so he just gave me other stuff. And then I saw this, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Cool.
So it's a Spawn Mobile, but it comes with a comic, and it comes with the first appearance of Angela. Spawn
I wonder if it's like a reprint or the actual comic.
It's the actual comic.
Okay, that's cool.
Which is really cool because it goes with a set that I'm putting together that has her first appearance in Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And I West Coast Avenger, actually.
I got somebody on
1 in 25 of this for me. And then
one.
this really cool cover on 6.
That one.
And then this cover appearance in Guardians. And then something about Age of Ultron 10 is also due with her. Then there's my polybagged Age of Ultron 10, and here's the funniest thing: Ben just signed it on the polybag. I didn't want to open it up.
Dummy.
And then this Spawn 97.
Sweet.
And then this Curse of Spawn, and then this Curse of Spawn newsstand. So Got myself a nice little Angela collection there.
And
Now that I'll probably get rid of because
Is Mick Jagger here?
All right, so I got 2 piles. I'll do 1 pile. The other pile is like I picked up new comics after not picking them up for 2 weeks, so I have a lot. But at half price the other day, I found myself a little first Gwenpool for $2.
Hot.
Really don't like Gwenpool as a character, but
I don't
Did you read her first series?
yeah, the unbelievable Gwenpool. It really, everything she does annoys me. She's like, hey, I'm gonna do all the annoying things that Deadpool does. And
be a girl.
But that's just me. I like this cover on Day of
That's
Blood.
nice. Is that John Cassidy? No,
I don't believe so. It possible.
Okay.
If only I could open it up and look it up.
Nah, impossible.
It's IDW, so it probably has like a list of 1,000 covers in the back. Yes. Cover B, art by Raymond Rosanas.
Nice.
So
Well
that is
done,
Raymond
Raymond.
Rosanas on the cover there. And then I got myself Scud, the Disposable Assassin, the second printing,
That's
which is
cool,
actually
right?
pretty cool. I really would love to find a first printing, but I'll take that. Let's see. I already have this, but this is a minor key. Kid Kree, Kid Marvel, a Kree character, something like that. I finally finished this series. Yay! I was missing number 10.
How many
I don't know
issues
why.
did
I don't
It's
like
only
the
10.
cover compared to all the other covers. So
thought it
like
was
I
like-
just
That's the final run by Bendis.
yeah.
So that one's like only 10 or 15.
No,
was
it's like 15 or 17 or something. I think it's maybe 17, but anyway, I was missing issue 10.
The final issue is one of the best ones he's done because it's a day in the life of Jessica had she have had the perfect day.
Ah,
She solves a crime and she doesn't have her life go completely turned upside down.
Oh.
nice. So this one is a book I will always pick up, even though I have multiple copies and I don't need them. Little Bird. And if you haven't read it, what are you waiting for? Ask me for it and I'll give it to you. And this is interesting because it's cut
I've heard
at
it's
the bottom
amazing.
of the bag. So everything just fell out when I took it home. I was like, what? So I don't know who put this bag on. That's the top of the bag, but it's cut open at the bottom. And then here's a series that I'm definitely collecting, but I have the first 6 issues and now I found more. So now I am collecting it. Future Foundation. Kind of a little cool Black Bolt and Doom there.
Put an
Number
S.
7.
Put an S at the end of it.
That's fantastic.
Number
But
8.
whatever.
In honor of Miracleman.
Yes.
Number 9. Number 22. And the final issue, the FFF, if you will, 23, with a really dorky Franklin Richards looking kind of like he belongs in the power pack there. And
Looks like
then
his face is being stretched with saran wrap.
don't ask me why this was $1 because it's in decent condition, but grab that for $1. So
That's the first appearance of Phoenix, I think.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, that would be this book here. Where is it?
You still have it?
Out.
You didn't sell it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still available if you're interested.
For how much though? Okay.
4 fingers. Huh.
4
listen-
fingers.
I give 2 fingers.
Listen, Four Fingers.
She's not a DC villain, but
She's no prankster.
That's it for my first stack.
All right. Y'all, you might want to drop your Instagram in the chat for anybody that isn't subscribed to you and might want that
Tacoma Comics.
X-Men. All right, so who wants to go next?
Michael.
I can go very quick. Ta-da!
Nice. More Richie Rich. I love it. The
Is this-
pink
is-
zebra, the $sign.
I know. Only he could find one. Is this too racy for this channel? Are his shorts too tight? I don't know.
I don't know.
Now let's see if you can defend yourself, you sweat from a baboon's balls.
Yeah, that's the one. Anytime I see a Richie Rich I don't have, I'm grabbing it. And I saw this one. So that's all I got this week. But I've got a lot of X-Men ones if we're gonna show our favorite X-Men, but I'll wait for later for that.
Oh, all I have is a giant stack of that coming up.
Okay.
All right, I can show. So I these are all from McKay's.
Yeah, McKay. And he's been a really good friend to you with the books that he finds.
McKay has been a solid dude, not gonna lie.
Are we talking about Jeb McKay's?
Yeah, Jeb
These
McKay.
are all Jeb McKay's comics. He has a comic shop
Oh,
over
Jeb
there,
McKay.
and
Sorry, I gotta get this. I'm working up. I'm gotta like go.
You got a friend, McKay.
Okay. You got a Jed McKay. Okay. I
Is that the
found
Flintstones? Oh, sorry. Phantom.
the Phantom, close enough. But this was, I think, when it switched over from King to the Phantom, I think. Or it could just be a new creative team, but this is awesome. It's Jim Aparo art. Fucking look how sick that is, man.
I do not look as good in purple tights.
$3 they had this for at McKay's.
That's crazy.
yeah,
$3. I know.
So they have a lot of those at my half price, but they're like $12 each, and they're not in good conditions.
No, I mine was at McKay's, not half price, but
Yeah.
I can, yeah. And this was the Further Adventures of Nyoka, the Jungle Girl. Found this for a whopping 75 cents, so I had to pick it up.
Oh
Nice
wow.
cover. Nice cover.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty racy on the inside too. So there's that, and then I found this for $2.25 as a McFarlane.
What?
Yeah.
What? That's
$2.
No way.
Yes way. I'm not even fucking with you. $5.78.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello. That's beautiful.
$2.25. Because they do it by era. They're just like, all right, well, any detective that's from this era that's not a key is $2.20 to $5. It's like, okay. House of Secrets 139. This is a very famous. This one cost me $6 because I think they knew, but it's a very famous Bernie Wrightson cover. So it's beat to all get out. But I am so excited. If you go look this up, House of Secrets 139 on eBay to see how much it goes for, then you'll understand why I was so excited to find it. So there's that. And then I found this Batman 195 for $13. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm telling you, McKay has been very, very good to me.
Carmen Infantino, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
when Lady showed me that book a couple days ago, I sent her the picture that I had because that was one of the first books I got as a kid. But mine's torn up to shit.
What House of Secrets was that?
139.
39.
And then this they had for $1.50.
Oh, beautiful.
BWS Barry Windsor Smith Weapon X.
Nice.
This next one I had to get because of the shape it was in. It was $7. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I know. It is so nice. It's a newsstand in really nice shape of one of the just most badass like George Perez covers ever. Iconic. I think it looks pretty dang nice for a newsstand.
I'm still mad that he didn't complete the art on that miniseries, though. That was so frustrating as a collector.
Ron Lim did a good job.
Not you, my family.
I was like, bye, okay. And then finally, the last thing I got there.
Where's Miracleman?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. On the flight. Look at that rose. Yeah, signature is nice.
By Joseph Michael Linsner, the original artist. Yeah. Betty Page. So
that's what a thumb looks like. Okay.
That's yeah. I had to get this. It was so similar to
Rose?
the art of like Dave Stevens, and Dave Stevens just loved Betty Page. And when I saw this, I was like, gotta get it. So that's my haul. And
Beautiful.
Mahalo.
Well, the next question is, does anybody have any other books that they wanted to show that's part of a haul? Because otherwise I have all of my X-Men over here.
Show Rob.
I had a second chunk, but nobody
okay.
else has a second chunk, just me. I'll go
I
quick.
got one comic. That's
Second
it.
chunk? I was about ready to have a cat jump up here.
I barely have a ch.
All right, so I got my Toxic Avenger pinup special because I love the Toxic Avenger, and I didn't know this about this comic, but it's got a little semi-racy back cover to it, and that's an all-gender restroom. Shout out, all genders.
McNeil.
Yeah. I got myself Usagi. I forget the artist in this, but I keep getting her variants to this. Very, very cool. Nobody cares about Poison Ivy. I mean, it's amazing and great, but like it's just normal. This is cool. Finally, the last arc is beginning. It was supposed to be like a 4 or 5 year thing. It's been like an 8-year thing because of COVID and other stuff. But Farmhand is back. It's Jeff Week.
Aw.
So there's a new Dr. Aphra series. There's a really cool 1 in 25 to this, and I asked my shop for it, and they're like, "You're the only one who's ordered any of them, so we can get you the regular, but we can't get you anything else." So, thank you, Retroverse. Appreciate it. More of Star Wars. Nobody cares about anymore. Lady Baltimore. I still dig Baltimore, but he's dead, so now it's Lady Baltimore. She's alive, so the stories are a bit better. This is actually a decent Star Wars series, which for modern Star Wars is saying a lot. This.
What? They're back.
Look at that cover, Stephanie Hans.
They're back together.
I love that. I love the color of Vision there.
beautiful.
Pale metallic blue. So nice.
I am fully functional.
And that is just like a B cover, so you can pick that up if you want. I haven't read it yet, but I got myself the Godzilla versus the X-Men, kind of the fight card variant.
Nice.
Doom Academy is actually fun. I love the Strange Academy kids. There's tough. I'm just digging like Strange Academy. So got that. Get Zoe on the front with the new chick who she's like stuck in the book with.
Do you like Doom Academy though?
I do. I'm digging. No, I'm saying like I like the fact that they're still telling stories about these kids, even though they're stuck in like a new school run by Dr. Doom. It's but it's still kind of fun.
Good.
You know, because you're the one who turned me on to. I didn't even know it was a book. Like I missed that it was coming out. So when you showed me that cover, that I was like, whoa. So I started getting into it. Getting it. It's cool.
Did you end up getting the breakfast? Sorry.
Not yet. No. Tom King is still going strong on this, and I don't know why, but this is just random. I must have gotten this. I think I got like a single comic at half price a couple weeks ago, but Simpsons $230.
Cool.
This series went up to like $289, so pretty cool.
Yep.
And that's all my non-X-Men, even though there was one X-Men in there.
You're the X-Man.
X-Men, you say? X-Men. Are we talking about X-Men now?
Sure.
Origin of the Beast.
I can never quite tell. I mean, yeah, I posted that earlier today, but I guess, yeah, let's do it. Our favorite X-Men. We're going to talk about it now. Here we go. So I'll bump myself up over here. Actually, let's just switch that out. All right. So these are the original run from the first 66 issues. I don't have 1 through 14. I guess I'll still be working on that, but I haven't been picking up a lot of back issues lately because there's this one guy that I'm saving up to buy a very particular book, and it's going to be expensive. So I'm not going to be picking up a whole lot of back issues if I can, because, you know, us comic folk, we have no restraint. So we're going to start out with the first appearance of Master Mold. It's also the origin of Beast and second appearance of the Sentinels. I had not opportunity to get a first Juggernaut, a second Juggernaut, and the first appearance of the Sentinels. And each time somebody beats me to it at my comic shop. I don't like buying a lot of stuff on eBay, so I've been focusing on trying to finish out the first 66 because I have 94 all the way to the end. Kind of like this handsome bastard right here, who also has those X-Men books that you might want that are after like
Ian, you're the handsome
94 and up.
bastard.
Yes,
What?
you're that handsome bastard.
You're
Look at that
handsome
handsome
bastard.
bastard.
Am I showing my X-Men books, or is this just a cameo?
It's a
Oh,
cameo.
it's just a cameo.
You're the master mold.
You are the master mold. The mold begins with you, my friend. Okay, starting off with that book, and then we're just going to move it along. So the next up, I have the third appearance of the Sentinels, issue number 16 of Uncanny X-Men. And then it moves along. Here's issue 17, and None Shall Survive. Love these monochromatic covers here. Some of these are in nicer condition than others, and the fact that I was able to find some of these in nicer condition makes me want to find the early ones in better condition too. Whereas my Fantastic Four, some of them are in like 1.5 condition at best. All right, this one here is just another Magneto early appearance. And there's a picture that's floating around from the early part of the 1900s that shows a guy with a Corinthian helmet. And that photograph was the basis of Jack Kirby doing Magneto. Just a cool little insight. Posted about it on Blue Sky. So this is the first appearance of Mimic. When I was a kid, we were watching X-Men on TV. Who do you want to be? I want to be Beast. I want to be Wolverine. Who do you want to be, Rob? I want to be everybody. That's Mimic. I mean, he can't quite do the claws of Wolverine, but they'd probably break off because it's just skin. Oh, let's see. In the chat, Retro just said 1,000 welcome. May I come up if I message you? Well, I hope nobody's messaging me on Instagram because I don't read them. Not on purpose. I mean, well, some of it's on purpose. I can't get into my Instagram, and I'm sticking to that story. All right, next up, here's issue number. Did I really just jump from 22 to 30? Yeah, I need a bunch of them in between. So issue 30, no real key there, but pretty. The Warlock lives.
Pretty bitch.
I remember buying this almost immediately after Dan from the, what was it? The Hunt. When he was
Dan Delatorre, yeah.
That's the one. Big Dan, he's part of the Hunt. Check out the Hunt on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to be on the Hunt tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. Check that out. I'm going to have to put that as a banner. What time are you going to be on?
I think it's at it starts at 8:30, 9, but I'm going to be on later in it, like midway or something, because I'm doing an auction too. But I'll
be absolutely certain to watch that and vote for you. Hands down, it doesn't matter what you put up. We vote straight ticket, Lady Fantastic, the goddess.
Thank you.
So yeah, it was because of Dan and the Hunt and his explanation going, hey, in the new Armor Wars. I remember when we were talking about MCU books as though that was a thing. Well, now I'm just working on this because it's part of a run, not because it's a key. Hey, look, Entropy has this. Feel free out there to go like, I have 1 out of 2. I have 3 out of 10. We love Kevin. Our man in Hollywood.
Yeah. Mr. Hollywood.
We have Hollywood. This is the third appearance. 3, as in 3/3, third appearance of the Juggernaut. And earlier this week, I listened to a podcast that is a recreation of each issue of the X-Men. The only thing that they kind of don't do is they don't reference the fact that Professor Xavier has a thing for this hot 16-year-old girl. That would be weird, right? Right? In Entropy?
That's a Bill Belichick situation.
Ugh.
Right? Yes, nasty little freak nasty.
Oof. Oh. Ugh. Oh, hi there, Kev.
Bill. Oh, right. Bill.
The next, hey, Bill. Next up, we have issue 33, and this is a redesign on this cover because this was supposed to look completely different. It was supposed to be a hideous-looking monster, and the comic code just went, what are you doing? You can't have that. So he had to erase it all and just put a new cover. Just A lot of whiteout. God damn it.
Girlfriend. Whoa.
I still need an issue 35 with Spidey on it, but at least I have this. This is, I guess, Cobalt Man's back again. And this handsome bastard, this right here. With a cape, looking like he's from Egypt. Next up, we got Meccano. Well, everybody loves Meccano. Who? Yeah, exactly. He's just some villain that has an exoskeleton. Take him out of the uniform and he's like Iron Man. Useless as tits on a nun. Number 37, some treason with some homo superiors or something.
Huh?
Red Raven, because the 40s, nobody really cares about a lot of these 40s issues, but they do still mean something. Issue 44 is Red Raven's first. This guy was part of the Golden Age, but they said, hey, let's start throwing some characters in here now that Roy Thomas is writing this. Roy Thomas did not like creating new characters because he knew that he's not going to get paid for that, for residuals. So he just pulled people from the Golden Age and retrofitted him for today, like Vision. There's issue 45, 46, 47. Oh, you got Spidey. Right now, that's not Spidey. That's Beast.
God.
Looking like Spidey. You got Marvel Girl. Is issue 48? Do I have 49? No, I do not. But I do have the 50.
50.
This thing's always in the top 10.
Did
That's
you see
crazy
the Nev
expensive.
Campbell buzz?
I did.
Yeah.
This is her first time on the cover. We call her Polaris, but she was not called Polaris yet. But it's her first cover, second appearance of her, also second Mesmero and Origin of the Beast.
I would
Also,
love to see her back on screen.
me too, especially after Scream. And didn't they like kill her in the last one? Oh,
I don't know, but
spoilers.
I like Nev Campbell.
Me too.
I don't care what you say, huh?
This thing's up, it's down. Back in 2021, it averaged about $500 or so. This thing here, you can probably get it now for about $200 or less. Maybe. And then we jump over to this weird time in X-Men where you
Eric
had
the
Scott
Red.
Summers running around as Eric the Red. Yeah.
Is that Barry Windsor Smith or Steranko? That's Barry
Steranko.
Windsor.
This
That's
is Steranko.
Steranko?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
so
some-
the next one.
That's Steranko or
Is
BW.
that Adams?
That's
Adams did
Barry
a few in
Windsor's.
there towards the 50s.
That one's. I think
I
that
think this is Adams.
Yeah.
one's Neil Adams.
I
think so.
don't think so. I'm gonna call.
Let me check.
No.
Let me check.
I'm gonna call no on that one.
It is Maurice Severin.
Who? The
Oh,
fuck?
wow.
Oh, shit, my girl.
We love Maurice Severin. She's the unsung hero of early Marvel.
Yeah,
Lady
And-
Fantastic just saying her name.
and so is Louise Simonson is like not early Marvel, but like mid
Mid-Marvel.
like Middle Earth.
Anytime between, like, say, the 80s until about, 2010, 2015, mid-Marvel.
Steranko is on 49 and 50
There you go.
49 and 50 is Stanky.
and 51.
49, 50, and 51 Stanky.
And then we have Havoc's first cover in uniform. Actually, it's the first time Havoc is in a costume, period. And he's on the cover. Hell yeah. I mean, it appears much further back, but oh well. And we're going to jump up to issue number 59. This one here is first Dr. Lycos. He becomes Sauron. You would know Sauron if you're not a comic reader by the meme of, listen, you could cure cancer, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. Yeah, that guy.
That's
Hey,
Neil
there he
Adams that you just had.
That it is. And this one here is the second appearance of Sauron. I don't have his first yet. 62. This is first Savage Land mutates, and first time you have Magneto take off his helmet. 64 was part of the top 10. 65, the penultimate issue of X-Men before it was canceled, and it goes to reprints, which would be issue 66. And this is the issue where it's the final time the X-Men appear in their own title until issue 94, after they are reintroduced by a copy of a really awesome comics that this handsome bastard got a few weeks ago.
Look at that guy.
Ian, you're the handsome bastard.
Just look at him.
Nerd.
Yeah, he got a giant size X-Men #1. So
Look
it
at
took
the
that. That was the reason for X-Men coming back. Otherwise, this was just not a great title. Marvel didn't know what to do with it. It went into reprints after this. But in this issue, you have Hulk fighting the X-Men. They go and trash New York. It gets so bad that they become pariahs in their own home, and they have to take off elsewhere to a few other random ass appearances like Power Man and
Marvel Team
I
Up.
think Iron Man had a couple episodes. Marvel Team Up issue 4 had them, and don't forget Amazing Adventures issue 11. That is when you have a guy by the name of Hank McCoy turn into a furry looking creature. So those are the first 66 issues of X-Men. I don't know what else anybody got.
Sorry, I'm like just putting stuff in order. I don't got nothing.
This is when I was on the team.
Very nice.
You were on
Lego Wolverine claws.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord, indeed.
Oh my lord.
Comic-Con. Comic-Con goodness.
Yeah. Okay. Dang, I just sorted a big old chunk of DC.
Of what?
A big old chunk.
I don't understand.
I think that's a Steranko, a coverless Steranko.
Oh. Devil had a daughter. The devil had a daughter, and
I think this is the first appearance of Sauron that you're missing.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
This is an earlier issue of X-Men that you don't have. I'm going backwards in time. This is the very first X-Men I ever got.
Ooh, yummy. That thing's been coming up too lately.
It's beautiful. Well, it combines all the Sentinel issues of Neil Adams. Very confusing for a 7-year-old. I didn't understand what was going on.
But it looked cool. It was a kid.
This is one of my favorite two. I'll get the other one, but yeah, Art Adams. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's good.
I love the Asgard War. Wolverine and his brother. I don't know how they're related anymore, but
depends which retcon you believe
this
in.
is the other half. Signed by Art himself on the inside. I'm not going to show you though. Arthur, sorry, he hates being called Art. This is Wolverine. Famous
He hates
cover.
being called Art. Interesting.
Does not.
But
Yeah,
why
He
does
hates being called art, but he signs it
I know?
as art.
That's what I was just about to say.
Lazy
Yo.
ass.
This is Phoenix, Mini Phoenix. I like this one. Okay, I'm going to just show this one because I really love it. It's like it's arcade.
Yep.
And it
Well,
follows the same
world.
kind of pattern. It's really good. Like I really loved when Cockrum returned, those few issues he returned. It really, like, it was after John Byrne. I was so sad John Byrne had left, but these were some good issues in between, especially this kind of run. This group went to arcade, the other group went to Doctor Doom. Yeah, it's one of my favorite little mini runs.
What is that, like 143, the arcade one, or what was it?
Yeah, this one was 146.
146. Okay, yeah, because Byrne left on 142 right after 140. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I love this one, even though I wasn't invited. Thanks, Logan. Jeez. This is another famous cover.
Yeah, I like that one. It's an earlier Rogue.
They switched it around for everything. I love Barry Windsor Smith, so this is a nice beauty from him.
Girl.
Nice.
I'll try and go from back to us. So some people don't have the first appearance of the Sentinels. Some people have the first appearance of the Sentinels.
Some people.
Wow.
Some people.
I don't know if you showed this one. You might have showed this
We
one.
did,
already.
but I still like it.
I'm a Mimic fan too. I love this one. This is kind of
I
a
have that
nice
one.
key cover.
Oh yeah, I need that just because of the costumes.
It's beat to hell, but I have a copy.
I don't know if you showed this one, but I love covers where they're interacting with the logo. So
That's Neil Adams, right? Or Barry Windsor Smith? It's
No.
Neil Adams.
Neil Adams 100%.
Okay.
I think you showed that one. Khazar. Did you show that? Did you? Probably.
No.
I like this one, even though it's from the reprint run. I think this is a unique cover.
Yeah, the covers are unique. So some of them aren't.
And I think they used this on one of the Epic collections too. They like the cover so much. They actually used the reprint cover for the Epic collection. I like this one just because Colossus gets a front.
102, it's so good. That whole oh my god, it's so fucking good.
You got Storm going her claustrophobia. You got him going against that. And I think it's the first issue Nightcrawler could turn invisible in the shadows. And John, if for people who don't know, John Byrne hated that idea because he said Nightcrawler's face is in shadows, so would his face turn invisible? So John Byrne hated that little addition to the power, and I think it kind of went away. You don't hear much about it.
Don't.
Yeah,
that kind of got left in the past.
Yeah, but that was one of his powers. If in the shadows you couldn't see him, it was very weird. He didn't use it that much. This is one of my favorite issues and covers. I just loved.
That's 111. I would have recognized it anywhere.
Yes, sir. It's just a beautiful cover. It's a beautiful issue. It's funny. John Byrne was doing the interior art. I just loved it. It's if people the quick thing is Mesmero, I think his name. I'm probably getting the name wrong. Basically hypnotized all the X-Men so they became circus performers, and the Beast had to rescue them. This is another beautiful cover after that little interlark. They used this for the Epic collection called Proteus. Beautiful cover. Nice, beautiful cover too. One of my favorites.
Oh, that's an early direct too, bro. You got a slash out.
Oh, okay. And you got that. I wanted to compare that with and take the time to say I love the classic X-Men. I love the background stories in them. So if people don't know, John Bolton did a lot of the art for the early ones. And Arthur Adams did the covers for them. And those backup stories were so cool to me. So they reprinted the issues, but also they had new stories done by Chris Claremont, art by John Bolton. And to me, it was like almost like a DVD commentary. They were kind of like stories behind the stories. So whatever story was going on in the front, it would almost be a background story to that. And they were really well written. It was really well done.
Wally. Kitty.
First appearance of Kitty. I think first appearance of Emma Frost.
Yep.
Yes.
It is.
You are correct.
That's a whole litany of new characters.
Yes,
And-
that one and the next one. Oh, you skipped.
The next one's over your shoulder. 130. Dazzling.
To your left.
Look to our left.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's also a good one. Number 4 or whatever. Isn't that Brotherhood of Evil Mutants?
I got a lot down there. I don't know if you can see those.
Oh my God, you have a 4?
I think
Yeah.
that's
No. Fake. It's
that-
Oh,
it's a facsimile.
facsimile. This is my and
I love that
I'll
one.
end for now on this one because it's my favorite. Oh my God, it was still at a time when comic books could affect me, and her death really hit. Nowadays we're so cynical and people die, people come back, but I remember reading this and I was just devastated.
Crushed.
As it just crushed me. So this is one of my favorite. It was a beautiful story leading up, but I can still remember the emotions of reading this comic when it came out, and you really I really felt it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite all-time comics, all-time covers, all-time everything. So yeah, this is one of my favorite. The only thing I hate is this crap at the top. I wish they could reprint it without that, but I guess copyright, they have to reprint that. I think even the facsimile has that banner still on it. But anyways, beautiful cover. Love it.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, I pulled like 3 X-Men. I didn't have them much. I didn't pull for this, but I just happened to have some. One of them was the same one that Rob had, was just that 59. It's a Neil Adams as well. And after that Dazzler 130, we got a 131. This is the first cover appearance of our girl Emma Frost, and this consequently leads us into meeting the Hellfire Club for the first time in issue 132, which I am a particular fan of this group of very intellectual, evil knuckleheads. So yeah,
Mastermind.
mastermind. So
Black.
I just had 3 on me at the thing, but this is from the original run. No, yeah.
I got some X books.
I've got way more, but like they're upstairs and I didn't prepare.
We all got way more, but I'll tell you a story.
Tell me a story.
Was the first let's see if anybody remembers this. What was the first comic I ever read?
Spidey Super Stories number 6.
No, it was an X-Men.
Let's see. Probably you're a lot older than me, so X-Men number 2. Oh, whoa.
X-Men 149. So not a particularly good story, right? Like in retrospect, I can go back and look at some of the stories in like, the X-Men in the 100s, and I'm like, oh, that's a great storyline or whatever. But this was the first comic I ever read. And I fell in love with a young 13-year-old, which, was okay because I was 13-year-old at the time, who goes by the name of Sprite in this particular issue. For like 3 issues, Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde was called Sprite. Now, if you notice, she's wearing like a mask of some sort.
That's the outfit I recognize from the newest variant.
Yep, an orange and blue striped jumper, green and white shorts over yellow leggings with purple, white striped whatever those leg warmers.
Yeah,
and
leg
roller
warmers.
skates. And she's stowed away on the Blackbird, the SR-71 Blackbird, for this mission that the X-Men were on. And like this is my X-Men right here. If you throw Rogan, this is like what I think of when I think of the X-Men, and of course like the eye guy. But like you got Wolverine saying Bub, and Nightcrawler says Gotten Himmel, and Colossus says Tavarish at some point. Like they all use the classic like phrases from the language that Claremont puts in there, and like it was all in one issue. And this whole like, hey kid, you can't stow away. Well, she's here now, she might as well join us. Be quiet and don't do anything to mess up our mission and stuff. So it was just, to me, it was like perfect introduction to the X-Men. I fell in love with them right then and there. These are 2 that I will probably not get rid of. If anybody heard, I'm selling off a large portion of my X-Men collection, but I will not get rid of First Kitty, First Dazzler. That can't happen. I am, however, getting rid of First Phoenix, signed by Chris Claremont, and that classic Battle of the Teams 100.
How much are you charging for the 100? Because you said 4 for Phoenix.
I mean, probably I'd have to look at the values, but probably like if somebody bought the Phoenix for 4, I'd throw the 100 in for like just 100 more, maybe even a little bit less. So like 5 for the 2 of them.
Interesting.
Here's something cool. It's a sealed pack, Marvel Adventures Collector Pack.
The Phalanx Covenant.
I do love seals.
Uncanny 316 and 317, and X-Men 36 and 37. And then get this nice little run in the early 200s.
Oh, yeah, there's good shit.
Wolverine and Sabretooth having their little love affair.
Alan Davis.
Barry
Windsor Smith.
Yep. And check this out. This is the Toy Biz.
No way.
So it's the same artwork, but just different coloring.
That's better.
That
looks better.
Isn't that cool? Just with the whole black background. I love that. Another Wolvie. And if you've never read this one, this is where like Storm Badass just, 201. Yeah, there's baby Cable in there, but who cares? And Cable is just
Mohawk Storm. I know.
But Storm challenges Eye Guy to lead the X-Men, and they basically have a battle in the Danger Room. It, I believe spills out to like the
She's
mansion.
still a better leader, period.
And she kicks his ass and takes over like leadership of the X-Men. So there you go. And
Good
like all of us, I'm sure I could go forever showing more X-Men, but I think that's a nice sampler. It's a nice
beautiful.
Sampler.
It's as beautiful as you are.
Thank you. Handsome
I
guy.
had Retro wanting to show, and we're about to wrap up soon, but I definitely wanted to see if anybody else had any more stuff.
No, I'm good.
I feel good with what I've shown. I feel like it'd be greedy to show more.
I could have grabbed my entire run, but I know some of the rest of you had others, and
very nice.
Magnola.
I just wanted to show. Well, Wolverine. Everybody has this one now. Okay.
Yeah. Let me go pull up the low grades.
But the two I wanted to show that probably people don't have. This is from my childhood. Again, this is before the internet, guys.
Nice.
You wanted to learn things, you had to buy books sometimes. And so I love these because it gave behind the scenes interviews and everything. So these were very treasured for me as kids. So these are two things. I don't see them a lot. I'm sure you could probably find them on eBay for really cheap, but they're really cool for me. Okay.
Well, will you copy and paste that link that I just posted in the back and then paste it to the...
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you're a mod. You should be able to do it.
Will I be able to do it?
You can do it. You're a mod.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to one up you, Michael, because you're Canadian.
Do it.
Mine has
Rubenstein
and Claremont, and then if you look here, those are Wolverine's claws in the W, and that's Wolverine's dripping blood, and the word "snicked," all written by Chris Claremont. But then on the bottom, look at that. Let me get it out of this stupid thing.
No, don't hurt it. Don't hurt it.
There we go. That's Joe Rubenstein.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
All right, I'm going to have to drop one of these.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking God. Look at that fucking book. Oh my God. Look at that book. Jesus. Oh my God.
I like turtles.
Yeah, you just got to appreciate, like, Claremont had like a sign up. Signature is $10, but for $20 I'll do a sketch. And
they just had fun. They just had fun on this bitch.
Oh my
God. Just look at that. Like, the red drops of blood hits Wolverine's shoulder and then pours down
onto the
UPC the corner box and pours down the side of the corner box right to the bottom by JR's initials.
Oh,
that's actually a good way to see the face right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
They just scribble doodled that.
One of them scribble doodled. One of them actually put some art into it. So,
and we promised you your favorite X-Men, and look at that tonight. Your favorite X-Men. One more time, Tacoma.
What?
Let's see that book one more time.
One more time.
I don't know if I'll ever get Frank Miller to write on this, but that would be pretty cool.
I love meeting Joe Rubenstein at a convention because he'll talk smack about anybody.
Nice.
I think none of us have that. Man. So, lady, tomorrow night you're going to be on the hunt. Oh,
did I show this from last week?
I don't remember.
I don't think I've seen that.
You don't think I did?
I don't think you did.
Elephant Rider.
Yeah, if Shayna was on my back, I'd be a little horny too.
All right.
All right. If Thor was on my back.
Just some stuff that I got recently.
Oh no, Hulk.
I know, with Ant-Man and shit. It's a lot going on. And Rhodey, you get the whole cast. Anyways, you leave me alone now. I'm done trying to show off.
It's all good. Yeah, if Thor was on my back, I'll let the audience finish the rest. Retro, hopefully we can get you on next week. We never know what the subjects are going to be until probably the night before, but it was a great show. I'm so thankful for all of you to come on this Memorial Day weekend, and let me bring you the good news. And do you know what the good news is?
The
This
Lord is
weekend-
coming. Sorry, my bad.
well, I'm not certain people from the community. Fine if you want to believe that. But what I believe is that this weekend, I'm going to finally get to put all this shit away that I've been collecting for these last few weeks.
You calling me a false prophet, bitch?
Several months. But aren't we all?
That ass. Just kidding. I'm in a fucking mood.
Yeah, Lady subbed you up, and we're all subbed up to Shiloh. Make sure if you're not subbed up to the
Sub him
Retroverse,
up.
that's this buddy right over here, which you can check him out over on the Retroverse XL. You can check him out on Twitch. It's a different name. I think it involves a scorpion on that. And nice minty books, Rob. My last name is worse. There's a reason why I'm called Not Near Mint. It's because I don't care about a 9-8. I just want to have the bitch. That's my purpose. That's what I'm going to stick with. But I thank you all for joining us.
He hangs with Old Wolf quite a bit. That's a place where he goes.
Old Wolf, Jig's Kingdom. You can usually find us there.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to try not to be live streaming the same things everybody else is streaming, because apparently people don't like that. And I've only just discovered that. And now that I figured that out, I figured it out. Retro says he can also be found over at the Shiloh 2 Scorpion, hence Shiloh. So tomorrow night on The Hunt, check out Lady Fantastic. She will be on at what time?
No clue. Check on 8:30 Central. Is when it starts. But I'm probably going to be going on later on in the show. But be ready, because I'm coming with some. I'm coming with some left hooks.
I will be on Astonishing Comics Sunday night, selling books.
I'll be on Saturday night, but I'll be on
are you?
it first. Yeah.
He asked me if I wanted to be on Saturday. I'm like, I'm going rock time. I don't know if I'd be home in time, but that would have been more fun. You're doing the pop-up, huh?
I know.
Like Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible?
Yeah. The Hunt, it's like fake wrestling. No, I mean, but it's real.
It's fun.
It's real.
If you've heard of the definition of kayfabe, it's when people make up their own personalities and then run with it. So everybody has a personality that's akin to a wrestler, and it's fun. It involves comics. It's like comic gories, if you remember that. But everybody has a fake personality where they have fake beefs with one another, and some of them are real beefs.
And the thing is like each in the different rounds or whatever, they're contenders for different titles, i.e. categories. And so different categories have different books you would present. And so based on that, that's how you choose the books. And then, so you have I don't know, a round of 3 or 5 or something. And it's like they vote best of 3 or best of 5 or something. It's fun. And really, it's not necessarily the book you choose. Honestly, it's how you sell it and just the trash you talk, which is why I love it.
Reminds me of
Aces up my sleeve and shit.
There's a game called Apples to Apples. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
Yes.
that kind of reminds me of that. It's like you got to sell the choice you made. It's not, the choices are all ridiculous to begin with, but yeah, it's about selling it.
Yeah. But this is got a lot more R's and brothers and stuff like that.
I've watched Lady win on a $2 book against like $1,000 book. So it really is just all about selling what you have.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just people that like you.
I think I won against a GSX one, and I didn't deserve to, but whatever. Or a GSX.
I remember that.
It was in its comic journey, so it was really, really rewarding.
I could see how, yes, that would be very rewarding to watch again on a loop. I want that as a GIF. So anything else anybody want to promote?
That's about that.
You know what? I promote
World peace.
Humanity. Yeah. I promote not killing random people.
I'm going to promote How about y'all go watch The Low Grades? It's coming up right now. It's probably on right this moment if it hasn't started already. So go over and watch them. Thank you all for watching us. We're going to be back next week, and next week is going to be Old Comic Book Day, 9 p.m. Eastern, our usual time, May the 30th. So if you haven't subscribed yet, and I know half of you haven't, go ahead and do that. And
Enjoy your Labor Days.
Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And hey,
is it Memorial Day? My bad, whatever. It's the same difference.
I think it is. And one thing of note to regard is that if you're trying to buy some really good comics on eBay, the stock market ended down at the end of the week. So you might have a better opportunity competing against people that are more high dollar bidders. So good luck this weekend and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And Michael, I hope you win some auctions.
Tax the rich, destroy all billionaires.
Yeah.
Fuck the billionaires. We don't give a shit about them. Love you all. Bye. Eat the rich.
Goddamn ticks.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.